It may be a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but some buildings in Georgetown are slowly falling into disrepair. The tenants here moved out nearly a year ago, unable to afford the higher rents, which in some cases more than tripled. A handful, however, have remained. One of them is Tam Chun Leong, who took over his father's business, repairing electrical wiring in vehicles. To keep costs down, he leases only the front portion of the shop.
After Georgetown became a World Heritage Site, it was very obvious that interest in properties here shot up. Everyone wanted to own a piece of something here, so prices went up.
The city was granted the status in 2008, partly for its architecture, but also for what's known as intangible heritage. That includes the old-fashioned trades that are still practiced here, such as rattan weaving, and also the fact that the city is inhabited by a thriving residential community, preserving a way of life that's gone on for generations. But in recent years, the changes within the heritage zone and the rate at which they're happening have caused alarm.
We are not totally against gentrification or progress, but in terms of the World Heritage Site in the first place, we got listed because of the tangible and intangible heritage. So if we lose that, it became meaningless.
This street is a good example of what conservation and heritage activists are fighting to stop. Many families who had lived here for generations have been forced out by rent increases. Instead, souvenir shops, cafes, and boutique hotels have taken over the neighborhood.
Just to identify.
The local government says it may introduce rent controls, but feels education rather than regulation is the way forward.
When we are talking about intangible cultural heritage, it's very difficult to do enforcement. Because if the committee don't want to do it, they feel that it's not important, they want to change it into something modern, something more sustainable, they can.
People like Tam, however, fear they are slowly being priced out of their neighborhood. And when that happens, a part of the city's cultural identity will be gone. Florence Louis, Al Jazeera, Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia.